Good morning guys, welcome back to the Rookie Driver channel. Today we're going to be looking at spiral roundabouts. There is a spiral roundabout in Wycombe called the Eden Roundabout. It does confuse many people as to which lanes to get into to go round, so I'm going to approach it from all the angles using different lane positions and give you a talk through of exactly how to handle it. The same principles would apply to all spiral roundabouts, but if you've got any comments on it, just say below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we will be approaching the spiral roundabout shortly, heading past Morrison's and going under the arches. And for the first one, we will be turning right at the roundabout, following signs for Aylesbury. So we're approaching the roundabout, we're going to be turning right, signposted Aylesbury A40 West. So I will need to be getting into the right hand lane. There's 3 lanes on approach. The left one, as you see it, will take you over the flyover towards M40 Marlow. The centre one, even though it says Eden Car Park, would take you round into lane number 1, but we want lane number 2. So we're going to come round into, you might say, A40 West on the actual roundabout, and then we'll follow this one round. Now keep in lane as you go round, don't cross any of the white lines either side, watching any traffic that might be on the left to make sure it doesn't cut across your path. Any buses or anything big like that would come across your lane on that particular roundabout, so you've got to be very careful. Hold back if you see a bus or a big long lorry, something like that, actually in your path. You saw there that car cut across in front, so quite a lot of people get into the wrong lane and then shoot across. Now again, they can get into the wrong lane here, get into the left hand lane and then just either not know or just try and cut you up. So you must check your centre and left mirror as you go across this junction, just to make sure no one's actually using the left hand lane to go ahead. It can take a little while for these lights to change because it's quite a complicated junction, this one. You might also see there is a yellow box. So checking my centre left mirror, making sure no one's using that left lane. So that was quite a simple one, coming round the roundabout, following signs Aylesbury A40 West. So now we're coming down towards the roundabout again. Let's say we've been told to follow signs for M40 Marlow. So we will be getting into the left hand lane of the 2 that go ahead. Checking the mirrors as we come down, making sure the lights are obviously green, keeping well over to the left. It's hard to see where the lanes are now. As you approach, there'll be 3 lanes. Now I tend to use the left hand lane because it's left hand lane always. The left and the centre one go the same direction. The far right one would actually take you into the car park. I guess people could use the far right one as well, but it would be quite dangerous. So as we approach, we'll come into the lane number 1 where the white van is. You might see it at the moment when the lights go green. Here, as you go past that second green light where you may see it, you must check your right mirror to make sure it's safe and clear and no one's going to actually try and come across you at the front. So checking all around, I can see a silver car's on my right hand side. Keep it in lane number 1. As I come round now, I'm checking to make sure it's safe. Looking over my right shoulder, that silver car's car behind me now. Just put a little bit more gas on to make sure I stayed away from them. Just keep an eye on them in the mirrors until I'm back over the flyover. And remembering the flyover is now 30 miles an hour. So there is a motorbike overtaking me on the inside. So I don't know what quite speed he was doing. So now we're coming down to the multiple roundabout system. We've been told to turn left at the first one, left at the second. Following signs Aylesbury at this moment in time. Again coming round, nothing on the roundabouts, and now you've been told to follow signs for Great Missenden. So even though you may well know that Great Missenden is to the right of the next roundabout, the spiral roundabout, probably need to wait until after these lights before you can see the sign ahead. You can now see it says site for Great Missenden's on the right, so mirrors indicate shoulder check and come over to the right hand side, indicators off. So again, spiral roundabouts, we're going to foot turn right following signs L to Great Missenden, sorry. So being careful now, I'm going to do this one quite slowly. We want to come into lane number 3, but we must make sure that nobody in that left hand lane is going to try and come across into lane number 3. So checking my mirror, looking over my left shoulder, checking my mirror again, just to make sure it's clear and safe. If you don't check your mirror there, you would fail your test. You can also go into lane number 4 down there. So if someone was using that left hand lane coming over the flyover to go into lane number 3, you could actually use lane number 4 and then get back over to lane number 3 when it was safe and clear to do so. So hopefully that's cleared up how to use a spiral roundabout. It's literally know the lane that you want to get into at the beginning, check the signs on approach to the roundabouts, look for paint on the road, and it will tell you where you need to be. Clearly, if you get into the wrong lane, don't go flying across other lanes, stay in that lane and correct yourself at a later time. On that particular roundabout you could also in most cases actually come off in a different lane but come across once you're onto the new road as to where you actually want to be. Any comments, then please tell me below, and I'll get back to you with anything that I can. And if you like the video, then press the like button. That'll help the channel and let anybody else know that looking for these sorts of things where to look. So appreciate your time, have a great day, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.